this month's TV 47 Star Student of the Month.
Your South Federal Credit Union Star Student of the Month, a junior at Winterboro High School. Her name is Abby Raye. And Abby, good morning. Good to see you today. Beautiful smile on a Tuesday morning, the 25th day of January. Tell us a little bit about Abby Raye.
I'm from Alpine. Of course, I'm a junior at Winterboro High School. I don't know what more to say.
Who's your family?
My Nana is Essie Morris, which is my favorite person. You know me, you know Nana.
Okay.
And my mom is Lisa Morris. She's from Alpine as well. And my grandpa is Jesse Morris.
You have brothers and sisters?
No, it's just
okay.
me.
All right. Now, a junior at Winterboro High School, and you're a big part of the track team. We'll talk about that in just a minute. But talk about a little bit about your junior year. How's it going so far?
It was definitely rough in the beginning because last year I did BBA. So getting back into the swing of things was a little hard in the beginning, but now I'm glad I'm back. And
all right, 3.8 GPA. That's fantastic. And what's some of the classes you're taking as a junior?
AP Biology, Pre-Calculus, U.S. History, and my English class, ELA.
Yeah. Hey, with that 3.8 GPA, have you had that for a while? Your grades been good for a while?
It kind of started last year, going up like, I guess, being straight A's. But before it was just A's and B's, but now it's pretty much A's.
Okay. You're involved in several extracurricular activities. Name some of those and talk about some of them.
I'm a part of the Talladega Chamber of Commerce. So that's community service, and the leadership team at school. So it's always stuff around the school, just wherever I'm needed. And I'm part of the Key Club, which is pretty much the same as Talladega Chamber, but just for your school.
Yeah.
And then, let me see what else. Also a dual enrollment student at CAC. So I do that. And
how do you do that? The dual enrollment?
Yeah. What's the process? Are you asking?
Yeah.
So it's basically like early college. You take college courses that account for your college credit and your high school credit. So as of right now, I'm taking Bio 103, so it'll account for my senior.
Do you take that online or you go to the campus?
You can pick, but I personally take mine online.
Okay, all right. You're a member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. I know that's exciting for you too. Talk about that a bit.
So that's basically just high school students. Christian high school students, and we talk about, different things, talk about God, and,
You're not ashamed to talk about that either.
No, I'm not.
Yeah. What about church? You have a church you go to?
I do. It's Kingston Missionary Baptist Church in Alpine.
Okay. All right. Abby Raye is our star student. She's a 17-year-old junior at Winterboro High School, and you're a part of the track team. How long have you been doing that?
Since I was in the 7th grade.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, it kind of started out like when I was younger. Everywhere I went was you don't walk, you don't crawl, you run. So now it's just kind of like very therapeutic for me. It's something that one of the best parts about high school. Track is just like my getaway place, but it's also something I'm good at, so it works for me.
Yeah. So what are the events that you run in?
I started off like in the 7th grade. I was more of a long distance runner, which I was a whole lot smaller then. But now I'm more of a sprinter. So 200s, 400s, 4x1s, and this year I'm going to start jumping.
Do you train all year for that?
No. I have my off times, which are very short, but yeah.
And so how do you balance your extracurricular activities and your schoolwork?
It's just kind of like priorities. You have to choose your battles with a lot of things because sometimes I have this going on here and that going on there. But it's also trying to do my best to stretch myself because I know that I'm needed here and there, and everybody would appreciate me to be there. So it's just trying to do the best I can to plan ahead of time so that everything's already set. But
how do you keep seemingly a happy smile and life? How do you do that?
Balance.
Okay.
You just have to know when to stop. You have to know when to quit. But also just do the best you can and realize that once you give your best effort, once you do the best that you can, that's all you can do.
Yeah. Who's some of your teachers at school?
Let's see, my English teacher is Kevin Studdard. My biology teacher is Brian Young. My math teacher is Miss Terry Shear. And my history teacher is Benjamin Malott.
Okay. Abby Raye is a junior at Winterboro High School and 3.8 GPA. She's a part of the Senior Beta Club as well as a dual enrollment student, and she enjoys making people laugh, and I can see why. After high school, what do you want to do after high school?
I would like to go into dental school. I want to be an orthodontist.
Wow.
So, yeah, I'm going to try for that.
Way to go.
Yes, sir.
Where would you go to college, you think? Any idea?
I kind of want to go to UAB because my mom kind of works there, so that would kind of be like our little thing.
There you go.
I also wanted to go to dental school there because they have a really good dental school and it's closer to home.
Yeah. Talk about your relationship with your mom.
Me and my mom, we're kind of like two sisters, really. But I love my mom. She is everything to me, and I couldn't ask for a better one. Really,
is she your go-to person when you need to talk?
Yeah, her and my grandma. But my mom, she's kind of like, we have our own inside, I guess, our own language, our own way of communicating, and we understand our relationships.
All right. Now, talk about your relationship with your grandmother.
Okay, my grandma is definitely my best friend. If you know, like I said, if you know me, you know my grandma. There's no way you say you know me, you don't know my grandma. My grandma, she goes everywhere with me, as you can tell. She does everything for me. She tries her very best to help me out, and I appreciate that because nobody else does what my grandma does. So I just don't know.
Yeah. A lot of people are watching this morning, and Abby Raye is a junior at Winterboro High School and a member of the track team and various other extracurricular activities. And you tutor students as well, right?
I do. It's just kind of like a side thing. Like, whenever you need me, just let me know and I'll come and help you. I also have this this girl where I go to work. I work at Talladega Parks and Rec. One of my boss's daughters, she goes to my school as well, so whenever she needs help, I help her out. Or some of the younger students at school, it's kind of like...
You got an inside track then, don't you?
I guess.
Oh, Abby Raye is our star student of the month, the junior at Winterboro High School. And before we go this morning, let's talk about something a little more fun so you can laugh a little bit more too, okay? Favorite food?
Favorite food? Definitely a chicken person.
Okay.
I'm a chicken person. I like wings, all different kinds.
All right.
I don't care how it comes.
Can you make a mess with wings?
Yeah. Shamefully.
No doubt about it. Here she is right here, ladies and gentlemen. Her name is Abby Raye. She's a junior at Winterboro High School, 3.8 GPA, and Abby is our Heritage South Federal Union Star Student of the Month.